Hey, what's up everybody? This is Chris. So today I have the RostaBot preview. Now, quick disclaimer, it's still beta. Well, technically it's alpha. I haven't released it to beta yet, but there may be some bugs, there may be some glitches, there may be some weird things that happen. Most of it's working pretty well, but just be on the lookout for that. I may take some notes while I'm demoing it just to be like, oh, this happened, that happened. That's perfectly normal. Anyways, this is the new, we'll call it the Roll Tracker Bot 2.0. If you were with me a year and a half ago, you might remember Roll Tracker. That bot was a fantastic bot, wildly popular. It got to 100 servers in a matter of like 2 weeks. Then Discord started making a bunch of changes with their bots, and I got tired of updating it every week, trying to keep up with their changes. Now, obviously, things are different to the point where it's stable in terms of Discord itself. So I figured, why not bring this out? Obviously, I'm taking a lot of the feedback that I received from Roll Tracker and put it into this bot. So, I'm expecting there's going to be a lot of great feedback on this. This is currently an example of what we have. Obviously, we've got 3 tracked roles, the contacts, the recruitment status, and the members, along with the change logs. We're going to obviously do another one just for the demo's sake, but this is kind of how it looks. In this situation, you can add or remove the recent changes. You can rename the particular title. You can change the emoji. You cannot rename the roles from the embed. Obviously, I wanted to make sure that was an admin level permission. So if you say you change it in the back end of like from test role 1 to test role 12, it will update the embed, but that does require the back end to do that. I figured that'd be safer than someone going rogue and be like, oh, putting a problematic name in there or something like that. So you might have seen to request open roles, use request role. I did take that feedback from the Roll Tracker project and I threw in the request feature. It's actually working pretty well. There's a few bugs that I still need to iron out, but overall, I think people are gonna be pretty happy with that. The other disclaimer, obviously with this particular bot, this is great because say you have like a clan leader or several clan leaders and you don't really want to get them manage role permissions, because that obviously then they can assign roles pretty much to anyone on any role that is under their current role. So this would enable them to just control their particular. So like if I was the clan leader of test role 1, I can only customize test role 1. No special permissions needed. It's actually a real secure method. Let's go ahead and create a new embed in just general 1. Everything is a slash command instead of like the explanation points and slash commands. I know before there were a lot of different types of commands. New embed, we'll just do, I don't know, clan list. And then we'll do show changes on this one. Obviously, I did briefly have the other embed. One thing that you will notice is that now you can do multiple embeds per channel and per server. I will lock this down a little bit, obviously for testing purposes, just to make sure everything's working correctly, but you may encounter that weird blip initially. Let's do a track roll 1, my account. And then obviously in this case, I can either do general or general 1. Obviously we're in general 1. So I will do requestable, open, emoji. The one major improvement that almost everyone commented on was the emojis before. Before you had to go to like an emoji website, copy it, paste it in the box, hope it'd work or display. Now it's all built on the emojis inside Discord itself. So we'll just do sunglass dude. Create that one. We'll do another track roll. We'll do 1, 3, and 5. Let's do that account. This one, requestable, closed, emoji. Oh, click in here, crazy face. And then we'll do an invite only, track roll. 5. RostaBot, this one, requestable, invite only, emoji, create Crazy glasses dude. All right, so now obviously we've got the 3 tracked roles. I did stick with the 3 per, what is that, a row column? Row. It's like it's like 11 o'clock at night, so I'm kind of burned out. But I want to get this out because I know a couple communities are actually waiting for this bot to get released because they're managing lists of 20, 30, 40 members. I'm currently working on trying to get this out as soon as I can, while still ensuring that it's as bug-free as possible. Go ahead and remove this. One good thing about this, obviously, is that say you manually remove someone from, like, for example, I'm currently a member of test role 1, but I do want to test with that. I'm going to just remove myself from test role 1. I could do it through Discord, and then it'll automatically remove me. Or, because I'm the contact, I can do mem remove, test role 1, user, me. Obviously, if you're an admin or have managed role permissions, you could just manually right-click, remove the role. For anyone like the contact, say in the example, the clan leader, team leader, whichever, you know, they would be bound to using just that command to remove that role from the individual. So say I want to go ahead and request the role. I'll do test role 1. In fact, actually, I need to make myself a note because request role, well, no, actually that's not a bug. Because for example, any role that's currently open in the Discord, just make sure test role 2 is open over here. Nope, so that is actually a bug because there is no test role. Let's just see what happens when I do that though. Okay, so it's basically picking, I might still change that. Let me make a note of that. Consider changing request role to only show open roles. Something I'll consider. I'll probably end up doing that because then you're not selecting, oh, let me do test role 2 and then it just sends you the message. So let's do role request. Well, I typed it in wrong. Request role, we'll do 1, enter. Obviously, request has been sent. I received it, my DMs over here. If I hit approve, obviously, because I am also the requester and the contact, I got the contact message here where I approved it, and then obviously my role has been approved. So we'll go back over here. We'll see that I'm on here. Now let me go ahead and just do, actually I'll just remove myself again real quick. Request it again, request role 1. Now say somebody, a user, wanted to cancel the request, and this command is a new command that I just put in, so it might not work properly, but they can cancel the request. Oh, actually it might be working, because now I can select the test role 1, and it should cancel it. Yep, so it canceled it. Did I get the DM? Yep. Digital Den has canceled the request for role test role 1, which means that this shouldn't work. I'm going to make it modify the message so that it removes the approved decline, but that's just really just a quality of life improvement. Let's see. Obviously, if we want to toggle the status of the changes, we can do change, recent changes, stay off channel. We're in the clan lists. Boom. Perfect. We want to go ahead and mod the emoji for, say, team role 1. We'll do 1. And let's just choose, I don't know, nerdy face. Now this is the one thing I do want to check, is that if it changes it on both. Oh, well, that 2's on this list, so that's not going to really make a difference. Actually, I feel like there was, I'll have to look at the video, but I think there was 3 options here, so there's definitely a bug happening with the multi-embeds. Again, still a beta, so it's bound to happen, but I'll have to take a look at that, and I think, you know what, I know exactly what it is. Now, let's do a little test here. If I do track role, if I could type it right, and then we do one me example directory requestable open emoji, just crazy face. My assumption is it's going to add it to this embed and remove it from this one. No, actually that's not. So my theory is incorrect. I'll have to investigate why that happened. The joys of bot development. Luckily I'm doing JavaScript this time instead of Python, which is super easy. Well, not easy, but it's a lot better than Python. Let's see, one thing that I do not know if it's working is the order command. I just started working on this. I know last time, like for example, if you have an admin team and there's like 5 different layers, senior admin, admin, senior mod, moderator, trial moderator. Obviously alphabetical works, but if you're alphabetical in that scenario, you might have like senior admin under the admin and it just gets all messy. So let's take a look and see the order added, embed, plan lists. Okay, so I think my theory was correct because when this embed updated, we added 1 to this, 1 disappeared from here. So there's an issue, let me make a note of that. Issue with same, I guess, tracked role on multiple embeds. Probably an easy fix. I have to look and see. I'm mapping it on the database, but that's an interesting bug to fix. That works out pretty good. I'm trying to think of how, you know what, let's do track role 1 me. Oh, no, wrong one. Wrong one. Backspace. And just any emoji. It's probably going to show up as the first one. It's right now in alphabetical. And I want to do sort order added. So technically speaking, 1, if it's working correctly, should be in the last slot. I don't think it's working. I'm still, like I said, this is a brand new command I just started working on. Yeah, so it's probably not mapped properly in the back end. All right, so sort isn't sorting. Again, a small problem, but you know, not the end of the world. But obviously in the situation of like a admin roster of seniority and everything else, I want to get that fixed. Are there other commands that I'm missing? There's so many commands now with this bot that I'm forgetting which is which. Let's see, new embed, track role, untrack role. Obviously you can untrack the role. Let me test that actually, because that has been a little bit buggy as well. I think, what is it, 5? Yeah, embed, lists. Okay, yeah, that's actually working. Let's just make sure it's actually working. Plan lists. Yeah, so that is fixed, luckily. Let's see. Oh, I meant to continue looking at that help command. I cleared it out by accident. Request role, cancel, mod emoji, rename. Obviously, we can go ahead and rename it. So for example, if instead of a clan, it's a WoW guild list, guild roster rather, and then channel this one, enter, it should be renamed. Yep, WoW guild roster. In this case, for like a WoW guild, you'd have officers and members, or however you have your WoW guild. It's been a while since I played WoW, so I don't know their ranking structure. You can do a custom or not. Recent changes. So obviously in this case, you can toggle on, which I think I showed this already, but just in case I didn't, on channel WoW guild roster. Turn that on, and in a second it'll update. Bing. One other thing too, if you don't want the recent changes on at all, you still have some options. So if you do role changes, this is obviously an admin level command. You can go ahead and get a full list of recent changes. I forget what I capped this at, if it's like 15, 20 or whatever, but you do have this option to view it. And obviously in the audit, I think it's the audit area of Discord, you can see it there. And if you have like me 6 with the audit mode, you can obviously see it in there. So multiple ways to see what's happening with roles from who. Obviously it is locked down to contacts, so that pretty much narrows it down pretty well. Of, oh, well, contact A, a couple people were added to this role, that'll be easy to track down. But other than that, I think that about covers it. Let's see. Yep. Couple bugs. Nothing too problematic though. I might have to update because, like, for example, I don't have the sort in the help command yet. And then we need to figure out what's going on with the whole test role being on only one embed and removing it from another embed. So I'll figure that out. But otherwise, I hope this demo was informative for my role tracker peeps from a year and a half ago. Thank you for the feedback back then. It's been tremendous. I've been taking a look at it, seeing what I could build in, seeing what's safe for rate limits and everything else. So that's been hugely beneficial as I start rolling this out to beta. Today is the 8th. I'm probably gonna, the earliest I could see it rolling out to beta is probably this Friday, the 10th. Otherwise, I'm hoping to get it done, worst case scenario, end, of next week, the 17th. Like I said, I've got a couple communities that are really eager to get this rolling in their server. One is actually Star Wars: The Old Republic Guild, which apparently has like 60 members across different ranks and roles and all that. So, I know they're pretty eager to keep it tested or keep it organized and set up and all that good stuff. So definitely a priority. I've also got a couple other projects I'm working on. So I'll be rolling out betas left and right between now and probably the middle of next year. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to drop in the comments below. Definitely don't forget to subscribe, like the video. If you have any feedback, suggestions, things you like, things you don't like, drop it in the comments. I read every comment. And I'll be getting this Discord set up soon. Right now it's my testing ground, so I haven't really invited anybody to it. This will be the Discord we use for RostaBot under Digital Den's development brand. So I'll get that rolled out, hopefully, well, not hopefully, it'll be rolled out by beta. So, but like I said, hopefully it was informative. Hopefully you enjoyed it. For my role tracker peeps, hopefully you enjoyed it as well. I do apologize that we originally killed that project, but Discord changing everything with bots every other week, it turned into a full-time job trying to update the bots, so it was needed. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.